relationships, just like anything worth building, take time. You can't just show up when you need something and then disappear afterward.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. They're making career decisions based on advice from friends or posts on internet forums, meaning they are taking huge risks with their livelihood without having all the details. This podcast was created to help you understand the aviation industry so you can find your dream job. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
Hey, pilot, it's Nick. You're ready for Pushback. I'm doing solo show Thursday. Here we are. Hope your day is crushing whatever you're doing. I got a few minutes before an interview, and I thought I would come in here and talk to you. So I just got back from the RTAG convention. RTAG, Rotary to Air Group. It's big veteran military pilot hiring convention. It was huge. So many people there. Everybody in suits, everybody looking sharp, and a lot of families, which was super cool. Probably what I love about it. Lots and lots of families show up. That's so good. But I'll tell you this, people were trying to find jobs, trying to find out where they fit, having these conversations with recruiters from all sorts of, some people were low time, some people were high time, some people were looking for jobs at majors, some people were looking for a job or even flight schools, right? And I want to talk to you today about that and about what I think is more important than flying and airspeed and altitude and flight plans and all that. I want to talk to you today about the art of ascending, all right? Because I'm not talking about flying. I'm talking about your career. And more importantly, the relationships that you build throughout your life. Those are the things that will carry you to new heights. Those are the things that will help you ascend. Because flying is a lot more than just technical skill. Those connections that you have along the way, the people that help you, the people that guide you, the people that trust you and you trust, this aviation community, it is very small and is very close-knit community of pilots and recruiters. And we're like our own family. We cross paths with different people at different stages of the journey. And you will be so surprised at how often those paths come back and keep crossing. And that is what is so important that I want you to take away from this, because those people that are constantly coming back across through your life again and again and again, those are the people that know your reputation. And they know whether or not you're a genuine person. And because it's such a small world and the relationships, they're so important and they're built on more than just how many hours you've got in your logbook. They are about who you are as a human. And the key here is that you cannot treat these relationships when you go to these recruiting events and you go and you meet people and you have conversations. You cannot treat those relationships like transactions. If you do, you will be short-sighted. If you go through this career that you're starting out on, thinking and asking, what can I get out of this person, or how can this connection benefit me? You may find a little bit of short-term success, but you'll quickly become marginalized. I saw, when I lived in DC, that was every single day, every happy hour, every hangout after work, every kickball league, whatever. What can you do for me? People can sense that you're not really invested in them or in their journey. And in aviation, just like in life, people are willing to help the ones that they trust. If they believe in you and they believe you are a good person, you will be helped. If it's the opposite, that stigma doesn't go away. I mean, it starts at your first interactions. I can't tell you how many people I've met doing this show in the past few years. Probably 10,000 or more people. And every single one of them, everything I do, like I'm being watched. I know I'm being watched. I know people are looking at me. How's Nick, doing this? That's why I'm always, especially in an airport, like I'm really careful about trying not to show my tail and trying to be a person that's helpful and authentic and just the person you want to hang out with. That's who I think I am. And that's, I guess I don't really portray a persona, but I am myself. And I'm answering the emails. I'm have taken the phone calls. I'm finding the time to help and making connections where I can. And sometimes I can't help, sometimes I can, but I want to be consistent as a person that people can rely on. I want to be authentic with that, because if you do that and you foster those relationships, you can ascend, you can climb. And it all starts with being authentic, to be real with people and be vulnerable. You share your experiences, you share your challenges, and you share your failures. But you need to let people see who you really are beyond the uniform, beyond the cockpit. Pilots and people in this industry respect honesty. They respect people who don't pretend to have it all figured out, because we all know that flying, just like life, is always a continuous learning curve. And beyond just being authentic, you've got to be consistent with it. Relationships, just like anything worth building, take time. You can't just show up when you need something and then disappear afterward. How can you water a relationship? How can you make a relationship grow? What can you do? Don't always be harvesting. If you're growing something and you're only harvesting it, it's going to die. And if you have a relationship like that where you're just trying to take, it's going to die. So how can you support the people around you so that they know that you're not just here for what you can get, but you're here for what you can give? That is the relationship I want you to develop. In aviation, we help each other. We are always helping. We're always working together as a team. And you know what? Maybe somebody's given you your first break in aviation. Maybe another pilot has given you some advice, changed the technique. Maybe a mentor maybe took you under their wing. I think of Mr. Phillips and all he's done for me in my life. Those are the people and the relationships that you have. They're all built on trust and mutual respect and a shared passion. And I want you to do the same thing. If you approach each connection with this mindset that, what can I do to make that other person's journey better? That's where you're going to find real growth. That's where you're going to find friendship and commitment and go along this time that you have on planet Earth. Like, this is where you succeed and where you have the most satisfaction for the opportunity to walk on this planet, y'all. It's like flying itself, right? Every flight builds on the one before it. When you're in flight school, every hour you log, it's an investment in your future. And in the same way, every moment you spend building genuine relationships with people around you, it's an investment in your long-term success. You don't put that seed in the ground thinking you're going to have a fruit tree overnight. You water it, you give it time, you take care of it, you watch it, you keep coming back, you invest day after day after day, season after season, year after year, and it is a slow moving train. And when that time's right, your relationship's going to bear fruit in ways you've never expected. And that's success, and that's happiness, and that's contentment, and it's the human condition. Pilots are always willing to help out, but if they know you're in it for the long haul, if they know that you're not just using them as a stepping stone, but you generally care about them and their journey, the journey you have together, that's where you succeed. So as you climb in your career, I want you to remember, it's not just about what you can get. It's about what you can give. I want you to be authentic. I want you to be vulnerable. I want you to be consistent. I want you to water your relationship. I want you to ascend to new heights so that you can take somebody with you and you guys can reach your dreams together. Because in the end, flying might be a solo pursuit, right? But success in aviation is a team effort. And those relationships and those friendships and those connections, those are the wins. And that's the lift that you need to start flying. And I want you to invest in people. I want you to invest in yourself. All right, pilots, that's the episode. I hope you've really enjoyed it. But before you go, do me a quick favor, subscribe to my show and leave me a review. Give me a 1-star review if it was totally worthless. Give me a 5-star review if it was the most amazing thing you've ever heard. I want to hear from you. So if you can give me a review, subscribe to the podcast, make yourself a little bit better, I will be happy. You'll be happy. We'll keep crushing. I cannot wait to see you on the next episode.